Welcome, signora Elena Sgarbi.
Hello.
Hello.
A tutti.
Buongiorno.
Attenzione a sinistra, disattiva audio.
Ah, ok.
Okay. So as you arrived, I think we can start.
Yeah.
And I would like to make again an introduction of Italian Design Day Turkey 2020. Italian Design Day 2020 is organized in cooperation with Italian General Consulate of Istanbul, Yıldız Technical University, Yıldız Teknopark Italian Culture Center. It's a big pleasure and honor for us to work with all this great team. And now we are also in Italian Design Days sponsor of venue in Galata Port, Istanbul. And we are also thanking to them. Today, we are welcoming you to our opening panel, and we will announce about Italian Design Day organization. And it's a big event for us also, because now more than 100 countries is organized Italian Design Day. So it's a very big international event, a unique event maybe. So I would like to, first of all, I would like to start with our General Consulate of Istanbul, Signora Elena Sgarbi. First of all, welcome to our event, and thank you for all taking our team to your organization. We are so happy to work with you.
Pleasure is mine.
Okay, Signora Sgarbi, we were planning to talk about, sustainability, drawing feature, innovation, and beauty this year, but unfortunately, we faced a big pandemic event, and we returned everything according to this event somehow. So now we returned online panels instead of organizing face-to-face events. But also the subject has changed, because our first priority is on pandemic, and design is also supporting pandemic protection so much. So I would like to learn about your ideas on this pandemic and how pandemic will change about all our life permanently or temporary through our events. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. First of all, let me say at the very beginning that all our thoughts and prayers are for the victims of the horrible earthquake that struck so badly Izmir and all of the Aegean Sea area. Really, I wish a prompt recovery to all the people affected, but all our sympathy and thoughts and prayer are with the relatives of the people who unfortunately lost their lives, all the families so badly hit. But life goes on. And as an Italian citizen, so a citizen of a country that has been struck, hit very badly, even in the recent past by earthquake, I am totally aware that we always have to look forward, to look to the future, because it's just with the strength of our communities and the commitment to rebuild and begin again that we can overcome all these difficult moments. And talking about difficult moments, I am pretty much convinced 2020 will be forever in our memories as one of the most difficult years we have witnessed. The COVID-19 pandemic struck worldwide. It has affected, and it still affects our economies, our societies, our health care systems, but most of all, maybe, our psychological state and our sense of safety. There are no more certainties. People are so afraid, so worried about their health, their future. So we have to change completely the way we interact with other people. And for people as the Turkish and the Italians, so social, to be compelled to keep distance, to wear always masks, not to touch everybody when we meet them, is very hard, and it's going to leave I'm afraid, some scars for some time at least. And the way we live has been affected as well, the way we work, the way we study. So I don't know, and I think anybody is in the position right now to know if these changes are going to be definite in our future, they are going to be permanent or not. My personal opinion is that yes, some changes are going to stay with us, maybe not in a way we can foresee right now, but it's very unlikely such a big effect is going not to have some lasting consequences. But I want also to see the silver lining in this situation and to go back to the design as part of our discussion today. We have to rethink our future. We have to rethink the way to rebuild our societies in a way. And creativity will be at the core of this project. In this sense, I think that design too will play a role. Nowadays, design is already a big part of many different aspects of our everyday life, not only in the more easily recognizable, such as fashion or interior design, but in many, many other aspects that really are very, very important for the impact they have on us. And I am sure that even in the changes that are going to come in our societies, design will be a part of it. And it will be also a way for the human creativity to express as a way to overcome difficulties and situations so hard.
Thank you so much, Signora Sgarbi. I would like to go on with Luca as soon as possible because I want to ask, how are you, first of all? Well, I hope you are okay.
No, I'm okay. You know, it's not well, as many people all around the world in this moment. I'm living directly the consequences of being COVID-19 positive, but fortunately I'm lucky because it is a kind of light COVID. So myself and part of my family are in the same situation, but we are facing it very well and no problem with pneuma. So it's just a very violent flu, and they have to take care. And but it's okay. I'm very happy to be with you now, and also writing so much about this situation. Also living inside the what everybody is experiencing is part of being more conscious and more aware about what so many people are living in a worst way all around the world. So I think it's well, I'm not saying that I'm lucky to be positive, but I mean it's a part of the experience, the worldwide we are living. So but I'm fine. I'm happy to be with you all here.
We all know that you are so strong, and we are sending you our best wishes from Istanbul. Maybe you can talk a little bit about how design can help to survive on pandemic.
Yes.
Do you think that design is so, and also we can talk about the earthquake also, because so many people are living problems about design, especially in Izmir. We face these design problems. So how how design can survive our lives?
Yeah, well, that's the point. I mean, it's first of all, I want to join what the General Ambassador says now about Izmir. It's a city I know, so it's all my closeness and friendship and heart for pray for all the families, for all the people there. And as the General Ambassador says, we lived a similar situation in the center of Italy only a few years ago. And it's still a wound, it's still something that affects life of 1,000 people, because every earthquake is not only a physical earthquake, but also is a psychological, symbolical, social earthquake. It's a break inside the soul. It's not only physical, no? Because then you can restore buildings also in a short time, but then you have to work on the people mind. And in a way, we could somehow combine, let's say, pandemia and another kind of natural effect like earthquake in relation to design. Good design has a very strong value because, let's say, a good design can improve your life, can make your life better. I'm not talking about only, which is okay, the powerful aesthetic quality of things. Beauty always helps. Beautiful things are good for us, are good for everybody. Everybody deserves beauty. Beauty is democratic. It's not only Italian. I don't think it's a matter of budget. You can find beautiful space, beautiful object, which can be affordable for everybody. So first of all, I would like to say that not always beauty means exclusive. So, and Italian design always worked on both sides, no? The high quality and a diffuse high quality for everybody, and which is for me a very important lesson for our society, for our communities. But in the meantime, a good design, which means for me industrial design, landscape design, architecture. So I put them all together in a way as the capability to look at the situation, generating vision to improve different kind of futures. So the good design is able, first of all, to listen reality, to listen people, to get closer, and to generate a kind of innovative interpretation of what are the questions rising from society, from the reality we are living, to generate different kind of spaces and places and objects and experiences that can improve our life in a different way. So good design is for every situation, is for the terrible period we are living now, as well in the very easy moment, no? Because it's part of our daily life. And if I can say something about Italian design, we always been working since 2000 years on a diffuse quality of everyday life, which is the basics. So if you transform through a good design the quality of everyday people life, then you improve the quality and you improve good civilization, exchange, knowledge, improvement, and the improvement of the whole society.
Yes, and I think design education has more responsibilities than other proficiency education in this.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I would like to go on with Carlo Branzaglia because IED is very important for us because they have more than 10, I think, chambers of their institutions in different countries of world, and they have a big role in the area of education, design education. So, Carlo Branzaglia, Professor, I would like to ask you, how is going design education in IED in these days? And is there some innovations to support design education?
Well, thank you, Pınar. First, before all, please let me join Elena Sgarbi and Luca Molinari wishes for the family and the peer persons victim of the earthquake, and also the family and the person victim of this symbolic earthquake that COVID-19 represented. My best wishes to Luca, of course. Well, of course, I mean, I think that the whole world of design has been affected itself by this situation, because actually, and design education, of course, in particular, because we have to train the people of the future, the people that can invent, innovate, create new solutions, new spaces, new objects, as Luca said. The main point is that actually design is something mixed between strategy and tactic, because if you have to go to an objective, if you have to reach a goal, you need a strategy. You need to create a sort of action step by step to get there. But of course, design is also technical, because you have to adapt your action to the current situation, to the context. In this particular moment, the balance between the two parts is quite difficult to manage, to deal with, because actually we are working a lot, we are designing, we are projecting a lot, but knowing that probably in a couple of days everything could change. And as the main campus of IED is in Milan, actually Milan is a red area, and that means that we had to stop immediately, today, for tomorrow. Really, yesterday night we had the new rules, and we had to stop for tomorrow the activity in presence. That means workshop or whatever. So what we have to work a lot about is trying to find the balance between this couple of situations, these two poles of the design activity and the educational design activity. Just trying to remember that we are human beings and we need time, actually. So we need to be flexible, we need to do resilience and so on. We discussed a lot about that. I remember that the first edition of World Design Capital in Turin in 2008 was dedicated to flexibility. Of course, we have to be flexible. We have to remind that the psychological effect that Luca and Elena reminded about the crisis situation are really psychological crisis, represent really like a psychological crisis, because our psychological setup takes a long time to fix. We are a species that takes about 9 months of conception and several years for several years need parental attention. So we need to find a way to maintain a projection on our goal, and but at the same time to maintain a flexible activity, even in this very moment in which tactic seems more important than strategy. And that is a crucial point for in teaching and in organizing educational activity, because actually you can't lose yourself in current and very temporal situation, while you have to look for your to obtain your goals.
I totally agree with you. And also, I think as a lecturer, you know, I'm an academician in Yıldız Technical University Architecture Faculty. As a lecturer, I think the experiences, international experiences and events are supporting so much the design field, because design is another area, not like engineering or not like some other sciences. So these organizations like Italian Design Day, we really need them to support, and also for not only for students but also for the practitioners. So I would like to go on with Signora Elena Sgarbi. As our investigations, we couldn't find any similar organization like organized in more than 100 countries as an Italian Design Day organization. So can you please describe us the idea of Italian Design Day?
Sure. Actually, the Italian Design Day is a project which was born 4 years ago. It was actually an idea brought up by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in cooperation with many other institutions, ministerials, but mostly all the protagonists, actors in the private field rather than in the public, connected with design, broadly speaking. The idea was to actually promote design, since design is at the core of what is known as the Italian brand and the Italian lifestyle. But it's, in a way, it's unique, since more than other field is at the same time cultural, economical, technological. So the Minister of Foreign Affairs thought that it was one of the best way to promote the Italian brand as a whole, to underline worldwide all that is behind the Italian design, which is known everywhere. But there is so much more than what we think we know about design, with this respect. In 2020, we have been having the 4th edition of this initiative, which is going to be organized in, as you mentioned before, in more than 100 different countries, in more than 100 different cities, contemporaries. We initially thought to have the event in March as usual, but what happened in the past months forced us to postpone the event. November the 5th have been chosen as the Italian Design Day. So we, as as I mentioned before, 100 other cities are beginning today together this celebration in a way. But I am very much pleased to say that we in Istanbul are going to do something very, very special, notwithstanding all the difficulties we have been facing. And we are going to have a wonderful program, although digitally played, till mid-December. So what we want to show is that, as I said, we have to see any object, any concept related to design through the filters of the culture that is behind, the quality coming with it, through the lens of the economic value that it has added to our economies, and also through the very important aspect connected to human life. Design as its goal to make our lives easier, not only by letting us do something or enjoy something in a better way, but also giving us beauty in our surrounding system. So I think it's a wonderful way to celebrate Italy, and one of the aspects in which the Italian lifestyle is better presented by sustaining this important sector. Design is also another thing that makes it very special. Is one of the best bridges to build among different countries. And what we are doing now here is one of the best examples in this sense.
Thank you so much. And I would like to ask Luca, because he has been in different Italian Design Day in different countries before, as we know. How do you evaluate this year, and how do you evaluate Italian Design Day Turkey 2020?
It's a tricky question. But I must say that I was honored because I was ambassador from the first edition. So I'm on my third year. But how can I say? You know how much linked I am to Istanbul and to Turkey. I spent the last 4 years working on the project of the museum of the city of Istanbul, and so I spent weeks in your beloved city, and so I'm so on one side I think that it's as a general ambassador, general consul says, you upgraded it, because it's usually the Italian Design Days was a fantastic solo day where the ambassador used to give a talk, and we together, but because of you, and I want to thank you so much for this, and with you, Yıldız Technical University, Teknopark, and Istituto di Cultura was an amazing networking, because I was very impressed. But I mean, when you have a great person behind the event, the always great event, you generate something which is more, because as Dr. Elena Sgarbi says, Italian Design Days is important because it generates a network, and it's evoke a dialogue, you know. And in the last weeks, we worked together to have different dialogues involving architects, entrepreneur, designer, fashion designer, car designer, but from Italy as well from Turkey. So I think that the best way is to show the dialogue, not only a solo performance, but when you generate a dialogue, you grow up because you listen and you learn from the other. So the exchange is at the basics of a very good design. So I think it's the perfect representation of Italian Design Days, what we did in Istanbul. And I hope it will be only the first of a long series of Italian Design Days in the next years. Next time in presence, not in.
We hope so. We have so face to face, and all together could be perfect. But thanks to God that we are all healthy and we are able to go on our online panels. Professor Branzaglia, I think you are also in Italian Design Day 2018, right, in Turkey?
Yeah.
Or 17, yeah. Oh, so you have some Turkey experiences, not only through Italian Design Day, but also experiencing Turkey. How was it?
It was really very nice. I know the place in which you are, and I think it's fantastic. We would like all to be there because it would be a nice place to organize a dialogue in direct, and we hope to be there in the future. Yeah, I was my first experience as an ambassador of Italian design was in Ankara, in Turkey, and the second one in Minsk. In effect, I can join completely what Luca was saying before, because actually, well, the most important thing is to be, connected to the context in which we work. So, in effect, if you can join other people, join stakeholders, or you can have dialogue and other kind of actions or relationship with the place, with the country that is going to host you, is much more important, because in effect you can share some elements of your culture with the element of other culture, and in effect you can also maybe organize plans, let's say, and find out a way to bridge the to build up the bridges Elena Sgarbi was talking about. So I really appreciate, as Luca, this situation, because discussing and exchanging ideas is much more interesting than giving a frontal lesson, let's say. Anyway, I have to say that your organization is particularly complex, but I saw that several editions tried to adapt a little bit the situation to the context in which they were hosted, because actually design anyway is a matter of context. I mean, you need to solve problems, and the problems are
Certainly.
there. And so it's much better to work together and to dialogue and to find a common way to get to a solution.
Okay, I would like to a little bit describe about this year's program. We have also shared, but through Italian Design Day Turkey 2020, now we have 40 panelists, 11 panel about fashion, architecture, art, and industrial design. And we have 2 design competitions. One is with Fiat 500 image, Fiat 500 image competition. One is with İET and İKSV altogether, Yıldız Technical University. And we have one workshop with Maserati. We will have a sketch workshop with chef designers of Maserati, Giovanni Ribotta. It's a big honor for us to be able to be in all this organization. I would like to take your sentences to invite participants to Italian Design Day 2020. Signora Sgarbi, please.
Well, I wish, first of all, to thank Yıldız Technical University, Yıldız, Teknopark, YED, Dr. Molinari, and all the other participants in the organization of this event, because the effort that has been put into it is amazing. In this particularly difficult situation, even more so. And I think the result of all these efforts is something that is truly remarkable and a great opportunity for any person interested in design in different ways. Of course, I think, first of all the students here in the different fields related to design, but also some people that are working or studying different things, but are still very much in love with design. I think it's an amazing opportunity to have a true first touch through these different panels, because thanks to you, we have been able to put together top-notch designers in the different fields, both from Italy and Turkey. So to have them discuss together different topics, I think is something that is going to really broaden our mind and give us good food for thought, let me say so, and building ideas for the future. So let me invite everybody join these panels going on from now till mid-December, and a big thank you to all the sponsors that are behind the event. Without them, we wouldn't have been able to do this. So all together, we are going to offer all the people interested, I think, a truly amazing Italian Design Days.
Thank you so much. Luca, would you like to add something.
Yes, well, I just would like to say that today is just the beginning of a long party will be taking place in Istanbul for the next month. So it will be unfortunately only an online party, but it's an amazing representation of the best dialogue between Italy and Turkey. And I hope all our students from Italy and Turkey will participate to the fantastic competition you are organizing, showing that it's good to collaborate and to produce creativity from the younger generation. I think is the best message we can send for the future. A message of hope and a message of investing on the creativity of the younger designer.
Thank you so much. Professor Branzaglia.
I know you have a long travel. I know you have a very, very complex and very rich series of events. I think it's quite interesting that even the topic of Italian Design Day, Drawing the Future, is quite well connected to the topic of the Istanbul Design Week, that is about community and about sharing competencies and sharing knowledge each other. And that is, again, another natural bridge, like the Galata Bridge, that connects two worlds and connects to different way of looking, of taking care of design, but as much linked as possible.
Okay, thank you so much. As a final sentence, I would like to thank to all, but especially we have an invisible team now from the screen. I would like to thank to Gabriele Ingrosso, our Consulate of Italy, our attaché, commercial attaché Giovanni Turturiello, our dynamic team of our students from Italy and Turkey, Yıldız Teknopark, Yıldız Technical University, and our sponsors. We have Galata Port, we have Alfa Romeo, we have Fiat, we have Maserati, and we have Arzu Kaprol and Poltrana Frau, Turkey. I would like to thank to all and hoping to see you in our panels. And I would like to wish you, first of all, health and happiness. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
The same to you. Thank you so much.
Thank
Goodbye.
you.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Good luck, everybody.
Take care.
Ciao. Yes. Ciao, ciao.
Take care. Ciao.